us on headlines now. Let's get you some more of the national buzz. With 120 flights grounded and 7,000 crore rupees worth of debt, Kingfisher Airlines woes only seem to be growing. Finding itself in deep financial trouble, the airline has turned to the government this time for help and has asked for concessions to rescue it, but it seems unlikely that the government will extend any direct help. The airline's boss, Vijay Mallya, has made a strong statement on the crisis his airline is facing. He has in fact tweeted saying, "Is it Kingfisher's duty to fly on loss-making routes when state governments tax heavily? Or should we be financially prudent and fly profitably?" Every government has gone out of its way to support airlines and connectivity. In India, airlines are overtaxed and overcharged. Wonder why? Unquote. Meanwhile, the Civil Aviation Minister has said he has discussed Kingfisher's demand for concessions with the Finance Minister and hopes banks will help. But the government sources have told NDTV, and I quote, "We won't directly intervene. Let the oil companies decide." Unquote. This morning, the Aviation Minister Vaila Ravi refused to speak on the Kingfisher crisis and was rather tight-lipped about the whole issue. Not going to speak on it.
I don't speak on it. Whatever I said yesterday, I cannot make it a real subject. You talk to Malaya, that's better.
Now, as the government continues to be under fire for the fourth petrol price hike this year and struggling to bring down the prices, government sources have told NDTV that there will not be any hike in the price of diesel in the near future. Top government sources say it's a politically difficult situation as several states are going to polls in the coming year. And a diesel price hike usually pushes up prices of food items, especially vegetables and fruits, as the transportation costs go up. Back to the city, the government-appointed school fee committee has recommended derecognition of 6 schools in the city on Friday for allegedly collecting excess fees. This is the first time that the committee has in fact taken such a tough stance since its inception in 2009 after constant pressure from parents. Our reporter Krishnamurthy tells us how the controversy over the fee structure is far from over, as the schools facing action invariably exercise their legal options with no solution in sight for the real stakeholders. Nikhat is a worried parent. For the past 1 year, she has been vehemently opposing the excess fees charged by the school where her children study. To her surprise, on Friday, the school fee committee warned the school to return the excess amount collected, else face derecognition, which would result in its closure. Now, Nikhat is in a catch-22 situation over her child's future, but refuses to give in.
This is not right. We are all from a middle class people. Each one has their commitments. We have to see that. One time they tell this is the amount and they collect it. Again, after a few months, they say, no, you have to pay this fees, which is atrocious, which I am unwilling to pay.
Incidentally, this is the first time that the school fee committee, currently headed by Justice Singaravela, has recommended such a strong action against schools, though it was formed 2 years ago. Educationists hail this is a positive move against schools for violating government orders, but seek more stringent measures.
பள்ளியினுடைய அங்கீகாரத்தை ரத்து செய்வது என்பது இந்த அதிக கட்டண வசூல் செய்வதை தீர்ப்பதற்கு உதவாகாது. ஆகவே கூடுதலாக கட்டண வசூல் செய்யக்கூடிய பள்ளியினுடைய நிர்வாகிகள் மீது சட்டப்படியான நடவடிக்கைகள் எடுத்து அவர்கள் மீது ஒரு தண்டனையை கொடுப்பது மட்டுமே மற்ற பள்ளிகளுக்கு இந்த தவறை செய்யாமல் இருப்பதற்கு ஒரு பாடமாக அமையும்.
While this is seen as a positive step to make sure schools don't collect excess fees, clearly there's no finish line to the controversy. Schools are now planning to exercise the legal option against the denotification order. Meanwhile, many educationists demand more powers to the committee to make sure they can crack the whip on schools violating the norms. In Chennai, with camera person Madan, this is Krishnamurthy for NDTV Hindu.
Well, staying with news from around the school campuses, but on a more pleasant note, in the run-up to Children's Day being observed on Monday, the School of Success Group has launched a leadership program for children where the kids have been led through interactive stories. This was a combined program with parents, which included workshops in theatre, puppetry, acting and interactions with inspiring professionals on topics like healthy eating, peer pressure, focus, commitment, communication and public speaking, but all in the most fun manner. And just a quick programming reminder, do tune in to Corridors of Power, where Sanjay Pinto is in conversation this week with the Zonal Director of the Narcotics Control Bureau, Mr. Davidson Devasirvadam, this week, that is. This program comes to you tonight at 9:30 and on Sunday at 9:30 p.m. And that's all of the news we have on Headlines Now. Thanks so much very much indeed for being with us.